Kitanoumi. He was a dominant wrestler in the sport during the 1970s. Kitanoumi was promoted to Yokozuna at the age of 21, becoming the youngest ever to achieve Sumo's top rank. He won 24 tournament championships during his career and was one of the series of truly great Yokozuna who came from Hokkaido. At the time of his death, he still held the record for most tournaments at Yokozuna, 63, and most bouts won as Yokozuna, 670, but they have since been surpassed. Following his retirement in 1985, he established the Kitanoumi stable. He was chairman of the Japan Sumo Association from 2002 until 2008, and again from 2012 until his death in 2015. Ashodu, a Mongolian former professional sumo wrestler. He was the 68th Yokozuna in the history of the sport in Japan and became the first Mongolian to reach sumo's highest rank in January of 2003. He was one of the most successful Yokozuna ever. In 2005, he became the first wrestler to win all 6 official tournaments, Honbasho, in a single year. Over his entire career, he won 25 top division tournament championships, placing him 4th on the all-time list. From 2004 until 2007, Ashodu was Sumo's sole Yokozuna and was criticized at times by the media and Japan Sumo Association for not holding up standards of behavior expected of a holder of such a prestigious rank. He became the first Yokozuna in history to suspended from a competition in August of 2007 when he participated in a charity football match inside his home country despite having withdrawn from a regional sumo tour claiming injury. After a career filled with a multitude of controversies both on and off the dojo, his career was cut short when he retired from sumo in February 2010 after allegations that he assaulted a man outside of a Tokyo nightclub. '58th Yokozuna of Sumo, Jionofuji was considered one of the greatest Yokozuna of recent times, winning 31 Yusho or tournament championships. Second, at the time only to Taiyo. He was particularly remarkable for his longevity in sumo's top rank, which he held for a period of 10 years from 1981 to 1991. Promoted at the age of 26 after winning his second championship, his performance improved with age, winning more tournaments in his 30s than any other wrestler and dominating the sport in the second half of the 1980s. During his 21-year professional career, Jionofuji set records for most victories, 1,045, and most wins in the top Makuuchi division, 807, earning an entry in the Guinness Book of World Records. Both of these records were later broken by Taiyo. He won the Kyushu tournament, one of the 6th annual Honbasho, a record 8 consecutive years from 1981 until 1988, and also set the record for the longest post-war run of consecutive wins, 53 bouts in 1988. That record stood for 22 years until Hakuho broke it with his 54th straight win in September of 2010. In a sport where weight is often regarded as vital, Jionofuji was quite light at around 260 pounds. He relied on superior technique and muscle to defeat opponents. He was the lightest Yokozuna since Tochimori in the 1960s. Taiyo. He became the 48th Yokozuna in 1961 at the age of 21, the youngest ever at that time. He won 32 tournament championships between 1960 and 1971, a record that was unequaled until 2014. His dominance was such that he won 6 tournaments in a row on 2 occasions, and he won 45 consecutive matches between 1968 and 1969, which at that time was the best winning streak since Futabayama in the 1930s. He is the only wrestler to win at least 1 championship every year of his top division career. He was a popular grand champion, especially amongst women and children. Taiyo died in January 2013. He was widely cited as the greatest sumo wrestler of the post-war period. Since then, Hakuho, who regarded Taiyo as a mentor, surpassed his record by winning his 33rd championship in January of 2015. Hakuho, making his debut in March 2001, he reached the top Makuuchi division in May 2004. In May 2007, at the age of 22, he became the second native of Mongolia and the fourth non-Japanese overall to be promoted to the highest rank in sumo, yokozuna. In 2009, he broke the record for the most wins in a calendar year, winning 86 out of 90 bouts, and repeated this feat, the same record again in 2010 when he established the second longest winning streak in sumo history. He also holds the record for the most undefeated tournament championships at 16, which is 8 more than any other sumo wrestler in history. He was the only active yokozuna from 2010 following the retirement of his rival and fellow Mongolian Ashodu until 2012 with the promotion of fellow Mongolian Jionofuji. In March of 2021, he briefly became the only active yokozuna once again following the retirement of his rival and fellow Mongolian Kakeru until the promotion of fellow Mongolian Jionofuji 4 months later. In January 2015, he broke Taiyo's long-standing record by winning his 33rd top division championship, the most in the history of sumo. He holds the records for most wins in the top division achieved in May of 2016 and most career wins achieved in July of 2017. He's the longest-serving yokozuna of all time, having surpassed Hakuho record in 2019 and fought his 1,000th bout as yokozuna in July of 2020.